Hello, this is Stephen Childs. We are TeamFairness. We're going to implement the World Fairness Agreement. So, if you join us, get your lifetime membership card. You're one of the ones that saves the world from evil. Thank you. I was told I can defeat evil years ago. I have telepathic communication ongoing with my spirit guides. There's more than one. Some of them are deceptive and they're on the side of evil. And I have to figure that out. Oh, you're on the other team. And then the one that's on the side of defeating evil says, yep. So then they're like crying bloody murder. I'm going to have to die then. If there's not evil in the world, I'll have to die. And I'm telling her, no, you won't have to die. You will have to stop being unfair to people. And we'll make sure that you can survive that. And so I'm not buying into their deception. They're tricksters. Okay, so I want to tell you about some anecdotal evidence that I experienced. To me, it's not evidence at all. It's fact because it happened to me. So there was a situation involving the LDS religion. Oh, by the way, I'm protecting the LDS religion from unfairness. They just have to stop being unfair to me. So I'm hoping the LDS religion is like the first religion that gets on board with the World Fairness Agreement. That would be awesome. So, there's like mixed company everywhere you go. There's very strong evidence that Joseph Smith was a con artist and he created a religion. So it's based on another religion, Christianity. There's strong argument that Jesus Christ did not ever exist. However, I'm being told that I'm the only Christ on the planet now. We do have evidence that I exist. And this is not my claim, it's the claim of the spirit beings, the extraterrestrials that I work with. Okay, so they're defeating evil. It's blowing my mind. I mean, it's like really difficult what I'm going through, all the opposition, you know what I mean? The gremlins mess with my electronics equipment and mechanical things also. They can move plates around. You know what I mean? They can move things on your desk. So this is where the boundary between angels and demons is rather fuzzy. Which is which? Well, by their fruits you shall know them. Are they stopping unfairness? Are they being unfair? One or the other. So that's the criteria. We're looking for help to stop unfairness to us and to others. So we don't care what team they were on before. It's forgiven. So there was a family involved. They split children away from parents. I was the only child in the family that stopped believing in the church openly. This happened when I was like 13, 14 years old. It started to dawn on me that I don't believe this stuff. I'm not lying about it. There was a few people that were not religious in the town, and I joined friends with them. By the way, I became alcoholic over the difficulty I had from being the scapegoat in the culture, not just the family. It was the town more than my immediate family. But there was unfairness in my family too. Some people are unfair, and they're going to be unfair until something stops them. So I'm still working on stopping my older brother from being unfair. And I don't know how that's going to turn out. It's like really crazy what I'm experiencing in my mind. I don't believe it. They tell me stories, these dreadful stories, as I'm trying to sleep. And I got to where I can just be humored by the stories, and I even add some more dicey, tragic stuff into their story. Yeah, what if this happens? This horrible thing happens. This is so tragic to everybody. I know. And it's like, yeah, this is a fun story. You enjoy having me hear these stories, don't you? And see, it defeats them. So then I, joined TeamFairness, quit doing people wrong. You're forgiven. Let's get on the same side. And all of us work together. One big happy family called the universe. Okay, so I prayed for one of the families involved in trying to get me to how would they say it? Like, they want me to give up. They want me to give up and join the gang and be a good boy and not stop disbelieving things, believe in the gospel, they're telling you, that kind of thing. And you have to play dumb if you do. A lot of people do that. Anyway, I prayed for that family. There's 3 individuals from that family. The same day, at the day after I prayed, and I told a friend that I had prayed for them. Within 24 hours, lightning struck one of them. A car ran over one of them that was on a pedestrian. And another one of them had a severe stroke and almost died. It was a permanently damaging stroke. So another time, I told my mother's bishop that I'm defeating evil in the church, and he invited me to come to meetings, and he knew I was not active. And within a week, he had to have 19 pints of blood, internal hemorrhage of something, I can't remember, and they saved him from death with transfusions. I gave the shame back that the church had given me through a picture of the president of the church. By the next day, he had had a serious stroke that was crippling, that he never recovered from. So another incident was from somebody at AA. The AA guy is telling the group that I'm a pushover, that you can pick on me. And so in the dream, I called him on it. And I told him, you can't do that. You can't be telling people that I can be walked on, that I'm a doormat, as the saying goes. And I have an invisible friend with me as I'm talking to him, telling him this. My invisible friend it's just like a streak of light, went over, broke his arm, and came back, and you couldn't even see anything happen. This was a dream. Another dream I had, there's my spirit friends, the ones that can tell me the future in dreams, and it really happens. They told me this individual's doing evil against me. He's using evil on me. And I have the power to break his back because of that, if I want. And I thought I better break his back so he stops doing evil to me. He could kill me or ruin my life. So I woke up before his back was broke. I didn't see my other friend's arm break or anything like that either. They're just telling me that we can ruin their life in a very serious way. A few days ago, I got a whole bunch more stories, but that should be enough. You want some more stories? I'll tell you some more. It's like actual events that I experienced in my life. They're not made up stories. A few days before the murder of the CEO for United Healthcare, which is my company, and the problem I have with corporations of all kinds is they have canned language. You're not talking to a human being on the phone. You have to fit into these categories, and it's dehumanizing. Corporations are not good. They're dehumanizing. They're greedy. The lies that have supported them or protecting them in this, our judiciary is on the side of greed. Now more than ever, because MAGA's in power. And they told me that because my enemies are not stopping, they're still doing me wrong, that they're going to start killing my enemies one at a time. And I'm thinking, that's an interesting way to say it. They're going to do it one at a time. Why one at a time? What are they up to? They're very clever. They're a lot smarter than humans, I know that. So, a couple days later, the murder of the CEO for United Healthcare. Luigi, I forgot his last name, has the gun that he created with the 3D printer and so forth, silencer on it. He shot him in broad daylight, apparently, allegedly. That's number one. So I heard on the YouTube there other corporations are wondering who's next. They're starting to talk about this fear that CEOs have of being murdered. They should be, because if they're doing people wrong and my extraterrestrial friends want to end their life, they can kill them. They just end their life one way or another. I had a dream where they're with me and I turn a guy's steering wheel to the left, and about 5 seconds after I dreamed it, I heard a crash outside my house. It woke me up. Big ruckus outside. There's like these little trees, small volunteer trees that were not big enough to do any damage, but they were thick enough that they stopped the car. I don't think it even hurt the car or anybody in it, but it did go off the side of the road to the left and was stopped right in front of my house. Right 5 seconds after I dreamed it. So I've had dreams where lightning's going to kill people, and it does. So the people that are doing wrong to people, I hope they are shaking from fear. They need to stop, and they're forgiven. Join TeamFairness. Buy a membership card, lifetime membership card, $40, and you're one of the ones that's defeating evil instead of one of the ones that's doing evil. I had a dream that Elon Musk comes into my spirit body when I'm sleeping. So his spirit merged into mine. And then he became more conservative, more evil than ever after that. But I'm not ever letting him go. He's captive in here. And, you can interact with the dreams and voice your opinion on what you want to have done. And they might listen and they might not, the dream makers. So I'm hoping that he's one of the main contributors to TeamFairness, so we can make billboards, we can acquire buildings to have meetings all around the world. So some people don't like me because I want to help the communists. I want to help their enemy. Well, I don't have those for people for enemies. The people that are right here that are trying to get away with doing me wrong, that's who my enemies are. They're right in this country. They were in my church, some of them. So I'm protecting MAGA from people doing MAGA wrong. This is how we do it. We don't care about the past. People were born into difficult situations. We haven't walked in their shoes. Forgiveness is the method. But they have to stop doing us wrong. They're totally forgiven. We don't care what they did in the past. It's secret. We protect people's privacy. The government. I'll protect the U.S. government and the state governments as if they'll agree to stop doing me wrong and stop doing TeamFairness wrong. We're a group. And we have some members that are out of this world. Thanks for listening.